Welcome back to the garage, guys. No, I did not paint Herbie black, rust, primer, red. Herbie is right there. This is a new project I got yesterday, a 1964 Beetle that I picked up on a guy's property. He's got a bunch of stuff out there. It's really cool. I'd like to take you out there, show you how we retrieve this Beetle, and I'll also show you some of the other projects he's got, buses, a lot of VWs, Beetles, you name it. So stay tuned. After that, we will go through this bug. I'll show you everything in detail and kind of talk about what I plan to do with it. So stay tuned, guys. Thanks for watching. Ready to pick up a 64 Beetle. Got an oval over here. See how small the window is on that?
This is an oval. Oh, okay. That's smaller.
Yeah. So you take these vents are bigger, but they make this whole piece. And then you can just weld it in. They're really pretty. He's got all kinds of stuff out here. So the gentleman that owns this property was really kind to let us check it out. We've got a Super Beetle there we just passed, and now we're heading towards what looks to be some kind of Baja chop, maybe a late 50s. Look at that steering wheel. That is definitely like an oval type steering wheel, but it doesn't have an oval window. So I'm thinking maybe a 58, 59, or who knows, early 60s. If you guys know, put it down in the comments. It's in pretty rough shape, but definitely in need of a rescue. Maybe that'll be the next one. Don't tell my wife. And then behind us here, my father-in-law is pointing at a probably an early 60s, mid-60s Beetle. The roof was chopped. At some point, somebody needed the roof more on another car than they did on this one, unfortunately. I see a Vanagon right there, that brown and tan one. We've got a 68 or later convertible, or maybe, no, it looks like some kind of chop, maybe. We've got a pan there with the body separated. I'm not sure what year that one is. It looks like a bigger window car. S10 pickup. Other what looks like a late model Beetle there. As we walk over here, we've got some Baja bugs. The one on the right looks like probably a later model. It's got a gas door, so probably a 68 or later. The one in the middle with that rear view mirror and no gas door, probably early 60s. And then we've got a 68 or later on the left there. Another Vanagon. Looks like a Super Beetle convertible, some kind of pickup up there. And then a 70 bus and a 68 bus there. The 68's on the end. Well, here we go. This is the 1964 Beetle that we came for. I'm very grateful. I had my dad and my father-in-law here to help me. We are going to push the Beetle around the side of the house to the driveway so I can get the tires changed in order to use the tow bar. That way we won't have a flat tire or anything on the way home because the tires are pretty bad. There's a grass area right there where the Beetle was originally sitting, and it was kind of sunk in there, and I didn't get video of that, and I kind of wish I did. It wasn't too difficult to pull out, but we managed. Right now, we are kind of just looking at how we want to move it out. There's a big mud hole up there, but yeah, we'll get around that. There's my team.
Yeah.
That rear tire there does not look like it's gonna hang in. So what I'll do is spray these down with PB Blaster. Give them a second to soak. So I don't really trust the tires on this, so we're gonna throw 4 new tires on it. Yeah, so going into this, I really didn't know what I was in for. The guy that owns this property is a busy guy, and he has a lot of cars. And he said, well, I don't know, the brakes could be locked up, or, the transmission could be stuck. And he was pretty confident they weren't, but I didn't know going into it. So I was pretty prepared to be pulling drums, who knows. But luckily, it went very smoothly. We were able to just roll the car out here. But I knew if I was going to use the tow bar, I definitely needed to change all 4 tires. So what I did is I took the wheels off of Herbie. If you've watched my prior videos, you're very familiar with. I figure, okay, I'll take these tires off and I'll throw the new ones on, put the tow bar on, and we'll be good. So here we go. We're now out in the driveway. I've got my father-in-law helping me change the tires. My dad is filming. So we had quite the team, and I really appreciate it. So it was pretty fun. It's a bias fly. Garage on jack stands.
New wheels.
Is that one?
Please, here.
Oh, okay. Here. There you go. David.
Well, that oil should suck in there a little more and more.
Yeah, and then I'll get some heat on
You've
it.
got these tightened up already?
Yeah, those are tightened. Yeah.
These are tough.
Yeah. Yeah, this thing will be driving in a week.
Alrighty.
Let's see if you go by.
You ready to go for a ride in it?
Yep, I'm gonna do it.
Larry will give you a ride home. I'll set the tripod up too at the end of the driveway.
Yeah.
And then we'll grab it. All right, now we're gonna get the tow bar on. All right, now they cotter pinned that.
Yeah.
There you go. Thanks.
Could have just had you deliver it.
Off the main.
Slap.
Almost.
Found it.
Go.
All right, we're packing it up, and we got the tow bar on, and we'll get that cable on there. I'll hold them in.
Go ahead.
All right, well, we got the car pulled out of the backyard. Luckily, the transmission was free. It shifted in neutral. The tires were pretty much flat and dry rotted, so I brought these extra 4 from Herbie.
We got it all loaded up. It really went pretty smoothly. So let's head home. When I get back to the garage, we'll go through this car in detail. We're vacuuming it out, getting a bunch of leaves and stuff out of there. Well guys, here we are with the 64 Beetle. I hope you enjoyed the first part of the video. Now I'm just gonna go around the car and show you everything there is to see. We'll start from the front and work our way to the back. It's a very complete car. You can see under here, you've got your glove box there. It's seen better days. That'll have to be swapped out, but you got the wiper motor in there. You've got your ashtray. The wiring looks pretty decent. You even got an older speaker. That might be original. Gas tank here. Got your body tag. Wiper fluid reservoir, your brake fluid reservoir. And the gas gauge still has the cable hooked up. This is my favorite wheel on the car. It's a two-tone with a white wall Firestone tire. Obviously the tire's shot, bias ply. The whole wheel's seen better days, but definitely that came off of something nice at one point with that two-tone green and kind of that off-white, what would have been off-white at one time. So that was probably a pretty nice car. I don't know if that's like an original wheel or maybe a restoration job from years ago. Who knows? Got rear view mirror here. Glass is, or side view mirror. Glass is good. It's a fairly straight car. I mean, there's no major dents on it or areas that look like they have a ton of Bondo. There's some low spots that have been filled. You've got some surface rust there. That'll come off no problem. Running boards are shot. I'll be removing those and probably just throwing them away. As we go on the inside here, the inside of the door, I'm missing my windshield handle there. Missing our window handle there, but we've got the door handle. Those seem to work pretty good. Oh, I don't want to push on that too much, but yeah, that's in decent shape. Steering wheel has seen better days. Because that windshield wasn't in here, I think it just got a lot of water and rain and sun on it. The speedometer is in really good shape. Gas gauge looks good. We've got our knobs, radio mounting plate, ashtray in here. Came with the key. That goes in and out nicely. We got our fuse box under there, you can see. The floors in the front are solid. However, the ones in the back you'll see in a second are not, so I'll be probably just replacing the whole floor pans. As we move out here, the heater channels are in really good shape, just some surface rust. You can see the hole in the rear floor there, so I'll have to put new floor pans in it. No big deal though, I did it in the 68. Seats are shot, they'll be needing to be recovered. You can see headliner's pretty much gone. No rear view mirror, but you got the mounting point there, it all looks nice. That's what remains of the headliner and the rear view mirror there. Tunnel looks good. I don't have the
base of the seat here. I just have the upper portion. The luggage tray back here has a couple holes in it, but overall pretty solid. The 68 I had, it had a completely rotted out package tray, luggage tray, whatever you call it. As we move around to the back here, this is probably the worst part of the car. It looks like either the roof was cut and swapped at one point, or it was just really severely dented. Maybe a tree fell on it and they had to cut it to get it to go back. So I thought this might be a great car candidate for an oval conversion. So I'm gonna look into that. I know there's a company in Europe that makes the metal oval insert that you weld in. As we go back here, we've got the engine. I'll show you the number. I did some research on the Samba, and 8368260 showed a 1964, so who knows, it might be original. And this I don't think is original. That looks like a later model air cleaner there. But if you know anything on that engine number I just showed you, put it down in the comments. Same thing on this side with the roof. It's got that same cut, which initially I was a little bit skeptical of. It was almost turning me away from the car, but I got it at a good price, and the rest of the car is so complete, I couldn't really pass it up. I figured I could do something with this here. If we have to fill it, we have to fill it. Otherwise, it's a real straight car. I've got, it's got all the trim on it. This door handle doesn't work too well. It's probably just stuck. So you have to go from the inside here. Inside of that door, floor is pretty solid on this side. The heater channel is solid on the inside. For the most part, there's a hole right there. But then this one on the outside has got some rot. So I can cut that out, probably weld some new sheet metal in. I don't think it needs a completely new heater channel on that side. Floor is gone just like the other side, but we'll take care of that. So we have to check the glove box. What is in there? If my shoulder's in the video, I'm sorry. There we go. What is in the glove box? Let's bring you guys in closer. Ooh. Oh yeah, the handle for the wipers is broken. So that's that. And then there's looks like there's some gaskets. What would that be for? If you know, let me know. What else is in here? Oh man, just reaching my hand in blind. We've got, looks like a washer. What are these? Oh, extra fuses. Let's see, those look pretty toasted. It's gross in here. Really gross. Yeah, just some other screws and a little spring. Another fuse. Yeah, that's about it. Nothing too exciting. Put those moldy gaskets back up there. Oh. Well, that's the glove box. And as we move around here, you got your antenna. Just a lot of little things, that are not, that normally you would see missing on a car that's been sitting like this, but fairly complete, You got the windshield wipers. I had to use Herbie's spare tire on the back there because only 3 of the tires that came with the car actually held air.
Over here, the deck lid is sitting. It wasn't, it was just kind of hanging on the car when I got it. It wasn't completely attached. I don't think, or in fact, I do know that this is not the right deck lid for the car. This is a 65 and later push button style, or 65 to 66. The apron though is correct, and you'll see here. So immediately you'd think, oh, this is a later style, which this bracket is a later style that started in 65. But if you look underneath, you've got the catch for the T-handle style deck lid, which is the one that's supposed to be on here. And I'll go back over to the deck lid and show you. So somebody at some point decided to switch to that later deck lid for whatever reason, and then they just bolted this over this. So I know that the apron is not, is pretty much original and not replaced. So yeah, so this should have the T-handle style. So I'll probably look for one of those. The guy I got it from, he has a lot of junk laying around, so he's gonna look for one for me. And then he's gonna try to get me that that back seat also. The bottom portion there. Well, thanks guys for watching. As always, I really appreciate you guys coming to the garage and checking out my projects. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I did. I had a great time. I've been doing some little projects here and there, over the last so many months. So to actually get out and get another Beetle as a project car was super exciting for me. Stay tuned for more. There's going to be a lot more on this car. That's everything I'll do. Everything I do, I'll try to film it. Thanks for watching again. I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.